Stream. Get everything booted up here. Boop, working. And boop, working. Look at me. I'm a good streamer. Got everything ready. Ready to go. Just have to grab the link to my YouTube stream. Every YouTube stream gets generated on a unique URL because the URL automatically becomes the VOD URL, which is cool and not cool. I mean, that's a mixed bag in my opinion. I won't complain. Automatic VODing is pretty cool, I suppose. Yo, what's up, Ricardo? How's it going, man? Welcome. A good evening. Okay, that's all connected. Check the shop. Ayo, some good earnings. Sold a 2-stone with 12% max mana. A basic CB jewel. Surprising originator map. Pretty solid flask there. Cool. Probably won't be buying anything tonight. Nice. Just gonna be delving. Just bought the amulet for this build. Very nice. How much did you have to spend? We have 1900. Okay. Here we go. There goes almost half my money. You know, that's how it is in late game builds. It costs so much. 280? Wow. What are the exact rolls on your max life and movement speed? Mine was like 80 div, but that was quite a few days ago, and my video has, I think, 4 or 5K views, so it's got to be at least a dozen new buyers based on that view count, and it only takes a dozen to make a simplex amulet price go up quite a bit. Yo, what's up, John? How's it going, man? I love your Beastmaster vibe in the Discord, dude. 500-ish life and 100 speed? Oh, well, you outdid me. Look at mine. Well done. I was poor when I bought it. If I hadn't been poor when I bought it, I would have paid more for a better one, basically. So, feel good about your purchase, man. That's good. Yeah, man. John, where do you live that it's always too late? Are you across the pond? Ah, yes. I plan to Valdo with this build eventually. I really want to hit 1600 delve. It is the sole focus of my gaming life right now is 1600 delve. Because I've never been there, just never been able to invest the time in it. And I've heard it's sort of like the limit of good drops and good spawn rate of nodes. And I just want to see what that limit looks like. So far, my experience of money in delve, like profit, is that it is terrible compared to mapping. But I hope to be proven wrong when I get to 1600. In Spain. Oh, wow. That's cool, man. Oh, God, I'm going to die. I forgot. I keep forgetting, so I decided to let my darkness res go. And now it's at minus 165, so I'm not allowed to darkness farm anymore. Oopsies. And then, yeah, okay, there we go. All right, we're set. Nightmare maps to boss rush. Those are good. Those are good profit. What build are you on, John? Are you string stacking? Not to recall where you're at. By the way, Ricardo, the rings are really flexible. And, like, you probably have to corrupt them, so don't be too greedy. My rings are not that amazing. I would definitely say they're, like, honestly somewhat subpar. And they do just fine. No complaints. I gotta close out some applications here. Hopefully I don't die. I'm not even looking at the screen. Computer be struggling. There we go. Alright, that should speed things up a bit. Strength stack, it's a beast. Nice. Now, what's the main skill? Charthus? Something strike of Charthus? Skill I've never used or even seen. M-Saws, does that stand for the skill? Probably stands for the skill and I'm just bad and don't know. So I could go 4 nodes to get the Molten, or I could go 1 to go just as deep. I'm gonna go with the 1 and just as deep. Molten Strike is in it. M-Saws, got it. It just like clicked in my brain out of nowhere. Vitality on. Vitality was off. It turns off a lot. I think because it's life reserved, if I die, it turns off. Because I essentially lose the reservation for it when I die. Makes sense.
I can't do this just yet.
Good job, Bobby. Bobby's keeping up very nicely. Ooh, okay, not a roadblock. I thought it was a roadblock. We're going to go fight the Lich, too. That'll be fun. 2 million HP maxed out with crazy max hits. That's nice. That's good for Delve. I have seen versions of this Animate Guardian build that are 10 million max HP. They run a shield that I did not know existed, which has a mod that says your effects that roll lucky or unlucky roll 3 times instead of 2, which is crazy. I'm Gladiator, so we have lucky block, but I also run Coward's Chains. So damage of enemies hitting me is unlucky, so that would roll 3 times. I don't think I'm going to switch to that build. I just didn't build around that mechanic, really. Because with that mechanic, you don't really want to run Versatile Combatant. I mean, you want to go block for real. And you basically get up to like 99.2% block chance. Spell and attacks. It's really silly, right? That's just silly. It's unethical. And then, yeah, the hits that come through have like double unlucky chance on damage rolls. It's just crazy. And Bob is just a monster for Delve. Like, while I'm busy throughout the day, most nodes I can just sprint to and then leave, and Bob does the work. Also unethical. Do you need to corrupt all equipment? No, but you need 8 corrupted pieces. Your 4 uniques are like, easy to corrupt, and you also just want them corrupted anyway because you want the implicits. So yeah, these 4 are easy corrupt slots. You don't want to have to touch your simplex since it's the next most expensive, and you don't want to have to touch your sword. Mine is corrupted. That's only because I bought a new one today, and it wasn't a self-craft, and somebody had already corrupted it. But my previous one that I crafted was not corrupted. So then you need to corrupt gloves, boots, ring to hit 8. And that can be a very... You can imagine. You can imagine. It takes some intellectual and emotional fortitude to jump through those hoops. Alright, let's go watch Bob frickin' tap this Lich's Tomb King or whatever his name is. What's his name? I always forget his name. Kurgal, that's right. I have to be careful here. If these little beams are on me, I gotta book it out of here. Oh, I know, it's scary. I mean, the scariest one is the boots, because you have to get... oh god, what's the name of the roll of the fire res? You have to get an exquisite roll on fire res, which is... I mean, the best way to do it is 2 Orbs of Conflict, which if you've ever crafted with Orbs of Conflict, it can be the greatest thing ever, and it can be like just an absolute nightmare. You can easily blow through like 10 orbs trying to hit double rolls. So yeah, you got to be careful. Oh my god, I lived. I hit like a random patch of darkness there. This darkness res thing is edgy. Oh my god, there it is again. Ah, I'm not paying attention. Dude. That darkness damage is unbelievable. Okay, that wasn't Bob's fault. That was my fault. I'm being bad a player. Human error. Not Bobby error. Let's go again. Sorry, Bob. I failed you, buddy. Okay. Oh god. Okay, darkness. Let there be light. There is no light. Dude, what is going on? I cast a flare. My flare radius must be like 0, too. Good lord. Okay, watch for darkness. Watch for darkness. I'm watching. There it is. I should upgrade my flares a bit, I suppose. At least have to have good flares. Okay, Kurgal's coming back. Hey, there he is. I don't remember what else he does. I gotta watch out for the beams. I think he has a third phase, maybe? He looks like he wants to shoot something at me. Not too bad. Good job, Bobby. Looking good. Third phase. Okay. He goes all the way back up. And I bet I can tank his purple beam in the face, but we're not going to find out because it's pretty easy to dodge. Boom! Oh, I got a 2-socket mine cage. That's the first time I've dropped this all season. And it's probably not worth anything anymore. There's nothing on this trade for it being the 2 sockets. Let's see, maybe if I ID it. 2 abyssal sockets. It's worth nothing! Ah! At one point, I believe it was worth a couple div. It is hard to make money in Delve compared to mapping. That's all I will say. It is fun, though. Delve is very fun. Okay, let me see how my flares are doing. Oh, yeah, my flare radius is negative. Oh, man. Do I even care? Oh, I just blew all my money on upgrading my flare count. Oh, boy. That's all right. That was a little sketchy, but it's all right. I guess I'll just put this in the trophy case like nobody needs it. Gain a spirit charge. +1 to max spirit charges per abyss jewel affecting you. When you lose all spirit charges when taking a savage hit. What a strange helmet. I can see why it's useless. It's so conditional. It's one of those items that feels like it was from like a different era of the game.
Shifting, morphing, expanding. A reminder of the virtues of an agile mind.
Tell me about it, dude.
They are coming.
We should probably check the Mirage. The barriers are like going up in price, so.
What is your desire?
With Bob, the only phase of Bob you have to even be like slightly attentive to is when he first opens up and spawns in a map. And then if you're gonna go ahead and sprint through mobs, if he lags behind the very first mob and gets bonked, gets B-bonked, he can die. Which in Delve is like, whatever, just restart the node. But in maps, you have to restart the whole map. Could lose your scarabs or whatever it is, so. Word to the wise. After he's awake and he's killed like that first group of minions, he never dies. Nothing kills him for some reason.
What is your desire?
We don't know what Bob's stats are, and I can't even remember exactly what gloves I gave him, so I don't even know what his items are technically. Yo, Pale Brew, what's up, dude? Welcome, welcome. How you been, man?
I can't do this just yet.
Whoa. That's random. Those are the most random Valdas in my life. What happens when Bob's die? You can't normally summon him. Yeah, he will,
You've done well.
you can't resummon him in that instance. So you have to start a new map, or you have to go out of Delve and restart the node. Those are like the two areas of consequence. I believe the VTube is a bear. I used to be a Doge. Like classic Doge Ducky. Still not 55. I'm experimenting with new ones. Feedback, welcome.
Make your wish.
Though feedback on furries is like usually pretty polarized. A lot of people hate them so much. Okay, that's all the soul fight we need. Somehow got a Valdo's in there. No, I don't think it's a polar bear, right? I'm brown. I'm totally brown. Though I do love polar bears. I'm like obsessed with them. Nice. I'm actually reading a book on polar bears right now. I'm actually just obsessed with the Arctic and Inuit culture and all things to do with the northern Arctic, including polar bears. Alright, this one's kind of dicey. So I have to dip into the darkness here like a bunch of times. Owie. And we have no flare radius. I just spent all my soul fight upgrading my flare capacity. Look at this tricky crystal spire. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, the Arctic is amazing. Let's see, I'm trying to think how I even got obsessed with the Arctic. It happened when I was young. I read this novel called The Terror, which they ended up making a AMC show out of, which I never watched because it just looked like it wasn't going to do the novel even close to justice. But yeah, there's this novel called The Terror, and it's about one of the British voyages to the Arctic gone bad. Lightly based on real events type of novel. And they get stalked and just devastated by this polar bear it's so big that they think it's like some type of monster, like non-animal monster. It's a great novel. Alright, so I think I'm going to come down here and hope that this connects here. Because this is another crystal spire. Oh, that's a smuggler. The architect map is worth a boatload right now. The other option would be here, crystal spire down. They both don't look great. Be really great if I could just hop, skip, and a jump. But I don't think I can. I guess this one has the necromancer node as well. Maybe we are going to backtrack a bit. Anyway, then I read a book called The Arctic Crossing. It's about this guy that basically kayaked the Northwest Passage.
I can't do this just yet.
That book is amazing. And that book's more about like Inuit culture than anything. The changing landscape of Inuit life. And now I'm just reading a book about polar bears. Here is the best part of Bob. Whoa, what is that? Take increased fizz. That should be fine. Only have to watch out for is dot effects. Because of the jewel dissolution of the flesh, dot effects are really rough because we just end up reserving chunks of life until we're dead. A lot of these life stacking mechanics have pretty impressively sad drawbacks. Pretty much all of them do. If you want to hit a more modifier on life, the drawback is massive. Okay, let me see if I can run this. I think if I like put a flare and don't move, I can still darkness farm. I'll just do the walls. Come here, cart. My cart radius is also scuffed, so we're just like all sorts of scuffed here. It's going fine though. Whoa! It's a bit longer a detour than I thought it was going to be. That's okay. I think it's like 3 more nodes. It's impressive how smoothly Bob follows along. I feel like Poe 1 should get a lot of credit for its like minion interaction mechanics. Just like the base way they designed it in the game is really good, and I think in Po 2 it is not up to this snuff. I don't believe Steve has stopped delving all day. Like, when I logged into work this morning, Steve was delving. And now I'm at the end of the day. My kids are in bed. I am finally playing. And he's still delving. I mean, it's been like 15 hours. That man is superhuman. And definitely doesn't have little kids. Or a day job, I guess. Yo, what's up, UDM? Yeah, this build is just nuts, man. And it's so much fun. It's fun to create. It's filled with items you never use. And it's really fun to play. If it doesn't get an absolute sledgehammer of a nerf, I'm going to league start it next season and basically just play it all the way. Take it all the way home. And in Delve, it just slaps because the EHP, my EHP on my character is like 2 mil. And my Guardian cannot die. Wait, what's going on? Oh my god, the cart got stuck. Oh my god. Frickin' Cardi B. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, it's very nice. Builds in, like, rolling a new build in PoE 1 is such a unique experience compared to rolling a new build in PoE 2. And I would say the uniqueness of both are it's a good thing on both games, and it's enjoyable for different reasons in both games. In PoE 1, what I really enjoy is that I know if I'm rolling a new build, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to learn that I don't know yet. And with this build, that has really been the case. Yeah, PoE 2 League's going to be big hype. I'm so excited too. Oh, Delve. All right, so we got Crystal Spire here, Temple here, Necro here. Potentially 50 divs right here. And this is why I really want to get to 1600 Delve and see what it's all about. Because if the rare node spawn rate is this high, then delving is better than mapping far and away. But I just don't know if it is consistently that much higher or not. You'll be starting with whatever the new class is? Well, that's cool. That's a good approach. I don't know what it will be. I mean, I'm not somebody who always does or always doesn't. It's about archetypes for me. If it's some type of caster, I would be interested. Yeah, it should be starting. I mean, based on their 2-month cycle, it should be starting in early May. But I know that they will announce things at ExileCon. So we might see more of a delay, I'm thinking, potentially. Because of like the ExileCon hype and cycle and all that. We'll see, I guess. Of course we'll see.
I can't do this just yet.
Yeah, the casters in PoE 2 are particularly fun. Like, so visceral and interactive. I hope they, I know they're going to have a new class, and we also had new caster classes, but I hope they keep Oracle where it's at. I really feel like if I'd have had more time in the last PoE 2 League, I would have gone full Oracle. Tried to do something really creative with it. And then I hope they work on Stormweaver a little bit. Stormweaver feels so awkward in the end game, and I love the archetype. I love League starting it. I love everything about it, except that in the end game, it always gets outclassed by Blood Mage, and there's nothing you can do about it. Another Crystal Spire. This is such crazy farm. I mean, this is mad print. Yeah, I mean, the Stormweaver was fine, right? But then when you got into Temple and, like, you needed to full clear rooms with a P6 carry, it was like Blood Mage or bust, straight up. Stormweaver. You could wear a Covenant on Stormweaver, which is like turning your Stormweaver into a cheap Blood Mage. And then you're no longer mana stacking, which is like half of Stormweaver. So. Yo, what's up, Nella the Cobb? Yeah, delving is going great. When you start to get deeper, it starts to be solid money. And I'm trying to get to 1600 because that is supposedly the limit of the scaling frequency of good nodes that give you good money. So yeah, Vander, if you click my PoE1 guides profile, I think the second one there is going to be my Animate Guardian. It was kind of a quick just POB import with some edits. Most of the guide is in the video that's connected to that written guide. Because I didn't leak start this, I swapped to it, so I don't have like a progression and all that good stuff. Plan to do it next league. But yeah, the video covers everything you need to know, and I tried to do it pretty quickly. I think it's like a 20-minute video. Late start to delve, only 259, hoping to get down to that too. Trying out armor stack. Very cool. You got a good build for it. And hey, if you're like me, you just like delving. Put on some good jams, watch a stream, delve your heart out. We got double Grim armor nodes here. I'm pretty excited. These can be big money. Gloves, wand, mask. Non-Cursaras, that's usually 2 div. Minions are aggressive. That was like 7 div. Let's see. Down to 3. This thing's value was 7. Alright, so there's 5 div. There's another non-Cursara that's 7 div. Here's IMR, that's probably worthless. Sounds like a 7 div node, which is actually totally insane. Yo, what's up, Puma? What's up, music? Welcome, you two cuties. How's it going tonight?
Can't do this just yet.
Oh, God. It's getting so sketchy having such a negative darkness res. Oh, God, I was in the darkness there. Spare me. Spare me, legendary heroes. Look at Bob go. Jeez. Bob just wiped them out. That was fantastic. The darkness is like such an instant rip if you don't have darkness res. It's tremendous. A tremendous rip. Just note I can catch up on chat a bit. Sorry, everyone, I'm a little behind. You did Delve and Heist? Oh, man. Heist is great, too. People who haven't delved and haven't heisted, like, you're basically missing out on the content that is the equivalent of an entire additional video game, like finished video game, finished and polished. And these are just like sub games within PoE1. So cool. Lonely day at the office, got work done. I mean, productivity speaks for itself. Good to hear. I assume you actually work in person, which is like a lost art. Sometimes jealous of those that still work in person. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to that boss node, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, the darkness res, it gets too expensive to keep up with, honestly. Like, I don't know if you even can. The Azurite gain does not scale, but the darkness res cost does. So I think it might be impossible to maintain it. Well, that's cool. Working on board games in an office with other board game nerds. I would drop my day job for sure for that. Nothing against my day job, which I enjoy very much. That's hard to beat. Maybe working on tabletop card games would beat it for me. Grim Armor, Grim Jewelry, Grim Armor. Very nice node here. Yeah, that's how I feel so far. This is the deepest I've gone, so kind of learning as I go, but I was looking at the numbers and I was like, I can't keep up with that. It costs too much. Yeah, exactly. Working at home has pros and cons. With 3 little kids, I think the pros outweigh the cons for me. If I didn't have a family and kids, I think my mental health, like, I would have to work outside of the house with humans. All right, let's see what we got here. IMR, bad. 2 socketed Minion gems on an armor ES base. Might be pretty good, actually. Let's go armor ES. 2 div. We'll take it. Socketed Minion gem armor boots. Probably like 1 div. Ooh, 30C. Well, that's gone down a lot. Socketed R gems, socketed R gems. Suppose you could try fracturing them. Even then, I think they're going to be bad. All right, that node was kind of a bust. Oh, we have jewelry. Life res, efficiency, skeletons. Uber minion damage. Uber minion damage might be worth a little bit. There's another boss. I really wanted to get to this boss. He's buried in there. I'd have to go here and across. Maybe I will. We'll see. Feel free to come join you. Make no money until you suddenly start to make money. Yeah, I don't think...
Can't do this just yet.
Oh, it doesn't sound like a plan that supports the family very well, but worse things have happened. Humid Fisher. Hey, I passed 1400. 1404. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta watch out for random darkness in this breach. It can get sketchy. Yes. Big benefits. It's a nice phase of life. I lived it up while I was in it. Happy to be in the next phase, but it was a good time. I think some people get into parenting and they miss the freedom so much that they actually miss out on what's awesome about being in the parenting phase of life. I feel like I thoroughly did the non-parenting phase to an extent that I don't like have that type of FOMO. I'm grateful for that. I didn't plan that. That just kind of happened. Come here, Bobby. Slap this boy. Good boy. Good boy, Bob. And then the question of how are we eventually going to go down? I think it's going to be over here. No? A scouring orb. The non-node specific delve farming is like really sad. Like just trying to get random currency and stuff. Also, in my opinion, darkness farming is very sad. Alright, I can go here. Or I could finish the journey to here. There's a smuggler stashed there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth 7 nodes. We're just going to go here and fight this big boy. I don't think that big boy even has any good like loot anymore. Now that the 2-socket mine cage is no longer good. Oh! Bob must have gotten ripped? That was interesting. That's okay. I need to go back and sell these minion items. Yeah, dogs. In my opinion, little dogs can be much harder than kids. 3C. Wait, I thought I just sold one of these. Maybe it was an 18 roll. Oh, it was an 18 roll. I'm gonna still throw up for 3 divvy and see what happens. Socketed minis. Can't remember what we said on this one. Armor, yes, 83, 2 div. Life res efficiency, useless. Minion damage amulet, probably useless. Yep. Skeleton amulet, and then aggressive convoking. 3 div, sweet. And then we pulled in 4 hollow fossils. Hell yeah. That was like a 15 div 30-minute session. That was fantastic. Learn about Doriani's Mechanarium today. How often do those drop? I believe it's a 16% drop rate on the boss. This is the boss here. And I think that map has like skyrocketed in price. Let me see here. Oh god, I have to do full sign-in? What? I wonder why. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. Is 25 div? Wow. Mechanarium. 27? Dude, that almost makes me want to go there, but that's a lot of nodes. It's 7 nodes to get there. It's really a long way. Maybe I do it. It's such a pog drop. Yeah, basically, like darkness farming, Nella, if I run straight into a wall, I'm like, okay, I'll tear it down and see if there's a, prime resonator in there. But outside of that, it's not that I even mind the mechanics of it, like the flares and the bombs and all that. It's pretty smooth if you set up your binds correctly and stuff. It's just that the loot is simply not good. Even when it's like raining fossils, they're the equivalent of like a handful of chaos, which is so easy to drop in maps. This caustic ground is wrecking me. I have to stay here and like wait it out. Again, damage over time is my build's like crutch or Achilles heel or whatever. Okay, I gotta not die to this guy because that was a really long run. T17 8 times for 25 minutes. Yeah. A perfect example of like how good Delve has to be. Oh, I don't have any flares. No. Perfect example of how good Delve has to be in order to compete with mapping, right? I can't believe I just ran out of flares. I gotta do that run again. I don't want to. I could go this way. Or this way. Nah, this is the way. This is the vision. Yeah, Nightmare of Katarina boss. She is my favorite boss. Aren't her fragments, like, on average better, though? That's how it was last season. She was the only one I farmed last season because my Incinerate build, I just stood in the middle and changed directions. It was glorious for that boss fight anyway. But yeah, I thought her frags were, like, weighted because she's obviously, like, one of the harder fights, if not the hardest one. Longest. Okay, that was fast travel. All right, no death, no death. Get him, Bobby. Bobby very angry. Okay, we're almost halfway. Watch out for darkness. Okay, flare down. Flare down already. Oh, she drops Minion Pact? I didn't know that. That's cool. Huh. I didn't know Uber Cyrus drops were that good. Oh, darkness, darkness! Pay attention. Just gonna like use a flare just for fun. We gotta do this, Bobby. We can't fail this. Darkness. Okay, we're out of it. Mr. Bob is angry. He's very angry. I should get Bob a new one-hander. He deserves it. I can't remember what I gave him. I didn't realize that I was not going to be able to see Bob's items after I consumed them, and I have almost no idea the exact stats of what he's wearing now. Heyo! Alright, now these gloves are also, I think, not worth too much. 115. But we'll take it. Yeah, the design of Cyrus is really rough. Who can live? Who can live like that? Farming Cyrus. Could use a little love. Not gonna lie. Oh well. Yeah, definitely. I know, isn't it crazy, Thief? It's so fun. Bob just takes care of business. I just try not to die. Which,
even break a sweat.
if there's enough dot effects on the ground, it can be tough. There we go. Man, that was a really hard node. Good job, Bob. All right, I guess we're coming down this way. There's an Abyssal City over here. Yeah, I think we'll go down that way. Deeper, deeper. Okay, the trick here is going to be finding places to stand that don't have caustic ground. We're good here. My next experiment with this build is going to be a Mage Blood. It requires some reworking of stats and resists. Otherwise, I would just drop it in and see. Stats are pretty tight on this build, and so are resists. Oh, dang Dude, I don't know what that was. Darkness, maybe? Man, I'm just getting shreked by darkness. But yeah, I think you could run a Mage Blood on here with the, you know, with the 70% enhanced effect of everything, including the 3% regen. Even though the vulnerability belt makes us full life permanently, we take the life mastery for deeper full life margin, and I think Mage Blood could keep it going. It's going to be the next like big test. All right, it's time for some new jams.
There'll be time for that soon enough. Business.
Let's see if these go un-ID'd for 300C.
Really?
Do a little test. Dude, I'm kind of wanting some darkness res. Maybe I start hitting all the azurite veins. There's just no way. The heck, Cart? Oh, that is what happened. Carty wanted to go this way, and I stepped into the darkness. I need like a little alarm that goes off when I step into darkness or something. Oh my god. Yes. Just have to cheer Bob on. Good job, buddy. I really don't like that node. Bloodstained Fossil node. It's a rough one. Okay, we're getting a little bit of vision here. We'll come down this way through this Molten and get past both of these abyssal cities, which are pretty bad. I don't see there's really any other option.
I can't do this just yet.
Oh, wrong way. Bob loves his 401k. He's going to be exhausted when this is all over, so he knows what's at stake. He pays his taxes on time every year. Oh man, will this caustic ground ever end? I think there is maybe like some influenced mod on gloves or rings that makes you immune to caustic ground. Not that I'm like considering that, I'm just kind of like, you know, damage over time effects are the most devastating thing to our pool. In fact, it's really the only thing that puts me in range of dying, and so, you know, darkness is a dot, and caustic ground is dot, burning ground is dot. We take care of bleed, poison, and burning ground, no problem. And then caustic ground just kind of lingers as something you have to deal with. This vortex also. This cold dot. Nella, I looted them for a long time this season as an experiment, and unless it's like day 1 or 2, they should be skipped. And those nodes should be seen as quick travel nodes, Because as soon as you hit the little altar at the top of the stairs, you're allowed to go to the next node. So that makes it an extremely efficient travel node, right? So that's kind of how I was treating them. Yeah. There's a lot of things in Delve that, like, I think they just need a little love. Like, they were good in some other era of the game, and they just flat out aren't good anymore. I don't expect them to give that love to such an old mechanic that not many people experience anymore, but yeah, it's just pretty obvious that some time and attention is needed.
Greetings.
What is the resonator drop change? I don't even know.
They are coming.
Quickly, Nico, quickly. More. Excellent. Go find more.
Approve. Make your wish.
Even when I don't have the scarab that buffs it, should I be trying to open multiple breaches at once? Does it scale anything by itself? No, only time. There's two components that are good about opening them at the same time. Let me try to explain really, like, clearly, because this is important. There's a lot of overlapping area, right? So you can fill both the breaches at the same time and save yourself time in the farm, which is good. But what a lot of people don't realize is that after the breach stabilizes, a new wave of monsters spawns at the perimeter, or like in and around the perimeter. Oh man. My whole game just scuffed for some reason. And you want to go back around the breach after you've stabilized it and clear that new wave of monsters. So if you have overlapping breaches, you'll be clearing those new waves in multiple breaches, which is just really efficient, right? What just happened? Anybody else just get completely nuked off of PoE? They just got smoked. Wow. Sad panda. Here we go. Yay, games. Where was I? We're getting sulfite.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
Sweet. I remember my map. Nice.
You are greater than a god.
That map was unloadable. And then, yeah, of course, if you have Resonant Cascade, that, you know, it speaks for itself how that works, but...
More of this exile.
Make your wish.
We need more of this exile. A lot more.
Whoa. Hello.
You've done well.
Where is she? There she is.
Choose what
I always check her for Black Baria, right? And those final boss drops 6 exalts. God, that'd been so cool if that was divine. Where's our last sulfite? Nice. I gotta fix, let's see, there we go. My resolution wasn't filling the screen.
Good.
Yo, lol, TWA, thanks for following, dude. Welcome. Welcome and good evening. Thanks everyone for being here. Hanging out.
Excellent.
Solve something while you were gone.
If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. If you're running, you know, one of the builds that I make guides for, feel free to drop a POB or something for review. For a while there, I was just like starting the stream with POB reviews, but I think, you know, player volume for this league is finally starting to kind of drop off. It was a really good league. So much fun. And so much retention. There was like so much to do. Bob died. How did Bob die there? Bob got smoked there. That was like out of nowhere. Save for another night. Or to finish the 100? What do you mean the 100? Like you're trying to get to level 100? For that you just run breach and you don't die. Simple enough. You have one less point. Is my POB wrong? Is my POB overstated? Shouldn't be. Oh, because of the jewel. Oh, probably because of your jewel layout. I know what you mean. I probably know what you mean. I've been there. Yeah, the cluster jewels are very tricky when you buy them. If the skills are in the wrong order, it will not go well. There will be sadness. New player trap. Bob's damage is fine, but I want Bob's damage to be better. Be time for some Bob investments here soon. He needs a new weapon. Good God, this cold dot is like in the whole area. Okay. That node took a long time to finish. Down here is more. Abyssal City. Actually, that might be depths. I think that's depths and not city. So we'll go this way. None of the jewels put Defender on the first two or without additional node. So if you have POB, you can copy those jewels from the site and paste them in to see where things are. But it's basically, it's about the order that the skills are listed in and having the same number of skills. If the order and number are the same, then you'll be good. And then if anything is fractured, it can make the order look wrong, but it's probably still correct. It's such a tricky little system. Almost as tricky as Timeless Jewels, but not as. Okay. Smuggler stash. That's the beyond node. It's a pretty rough node. I think we're kind of locked into coming through here, though. Get more azurite, which apparently I'm going to need.
I can't do this just yet.
Bob's back on track. He's slaying now. Crystal Spire. Woohoo! Oh my god, it's such a convoluted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was only one more to go the other way. Including 2 chest nodes, and I revealed this side. I think I'm gonna go back. I can't believe that happened, but it's like objectively the right thing to do. Sometimes delve pathing really breaks my heart. But yeah, these travel through nodes are really nice. Bob is so good at what he does. He's so good at it. And yeah, this path is much smoother. Easy, easy. Easy peasy. That was a life regen rare. Those usually are can be pretty beefy. That one had nothing on Bobby. So there's actually nothing over here. Crazy levels of sadness. 12k soul fight and I'm nowhere. 14-15 still. Here's a random wall. Oh my god. Oh, I'm out of flares again. How? Where are my flares going? Jeez, dude. Delve just trolling me tonight. I'm trying to think, maybe I'm accidentally hitting this mouse button with my thumb. I do have flares on my left thumb button. Maybe that's what's going on. Seems like something's awry. I keep like finding myself with 0 flares, surprised, surprised with my pants down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Probably these. I wonder, do I really want to go that far out of the way for a crystal spire? I don't think so. We're just gonna go down. Deeper, exile
I
deeper.
can't do this just yet.
Musical Thief, one thing I really appreciate about your chats is that I know you're not AI. It takes a unique persona to like not be AI in an online chat nowadays, and I'm convinced You're a human. Oh, good. Oh, God, darkness. My old friend. Deep. Ah. Oh, my God. I think that's a dead end. Killing me, Delve. Killing me. I can go this way, probably. I'll try it. Thank you, I think. Here you go. Case in point. I mean, it's a compliment if you want to be perceived as a human. I think most would say yes. I'd like to be perceived as a human. Oh my God, this whole area is cold dot. Stop. Crazy how I take no damage to anything but like dot effects. Just rip. Have to run the flash jewel too. What is it, like 30%? 30% more max life. So good. Bro's too weird to be AI. That's one way to summarize it, I guess. Dude. What a node. What a gnarly node. Alright, we're going down. Getting deeper. Whoop. I don't know why the cold dots just disappeared. They're just not here anymore. It's great. Boom. Yay, it's a way down. We're not going to hit a roadblock here. We're good. The end. The end of an era. Whoa. Another smuggler. And yeah, this is something that happens. I have found this is something that happens with Delve too frequently for it to compete with mapping. Like, Beastmaster John is out there still running abominations and still printing. And I have not dropped a thing in 30,000 sulfite of nodes. Makes it very hard for Delve to compete. Not that it's not fun. It's very enjoyable. I guess one thing I could do is I could bring all my flasks down here with tons of alterations and augs. And I could roll the crap out of flasks while I'm at each node. It's actually not a bad idea. We have the Grand Architect. Oh boy. Give me the map. Give me the map, baby. WWSTD? What does that mean? Few chaos. Yummy. Oh my god. What would Steven Turdler do? Oh, you go deeper, deeper. Steven Turdler. Ay, ay, ay. Guy. I wonder what it would look like if Bob was aggressive stance. He's in defensive stance from Meat Shield. But I wonder about aggressive stance. I also wonder if he needs Meat Shield. His DR is like so off the chain. Movement speed. I guess it's more damage, 32% DR. The more damage modifier is pretty solid on there, so no complaints. Good night. Oh. I almost got tempted by that darkness wall. Just a puddle of chaos. Do not fall on your sword for a puddle of chaos. Ooh, is there gonna be caustic ground in the boss room? That would be sad, Panda. We're about to find out. That'd actually be pretty brutal, because he casts his own, hefty set of dot effects. It is in here. It's pretty limited. It'll be interesting, though. Wow, Bob already half-lived him. I don't know what to do here. Are we good? We're good. Okay. Oh, vitality's off. Dude, I wonder what people do in that Doriani map. What do people do in that map? We have to look that up. Maybe I shouldn't be selling them. Anybody know what people do in Doriani Mechanarium? Ow! I don't even know what it
I can't do this
was.
just yet.
Wait, what? Okay. This darkness res thing is just unbelievable. What am I supposed to do? Oh, it's required for a challenge? Is it the only reason people care about it? Are you kidding? That's crazy. That'd be a good thing to like buy up early on. That's crazy. That's the only reason. I didn't know people took challenges so seriously. I think they're cool, but I've never like gone full out on them by any means. I still just don't understand what this boss does. Like, I see red circle, I try to dodge. This big glob ball thing comes at me, I try to dodge. I'm down to 7 flares, I gotta be careful. Looking good here, looking good. I don't actually know what killed me last time, so I'm trying not to die to that again. Get him, Bobby. Ow! I don't know what it is, but it's awful. And we lived. No map! No! We deserved a map. I think I've only found one map this league. I've fought him like 40 times. Oh well. Okay. That is a crystal spire. Once again, can't get to it. Smuggler stash, smuggler stash. So we just go deeper. Deeper. I wonder if there's any other way to tank against darkness when your darkness res is this bad. Like, the only thing I can think of is regen. Having a true sulfur flask with mage blood. I bet that could do a decent amount of work, honestly. And dot resilience. I'm excited to try that out. I do have one more point of all res to get as well. I guess this node going a fork is our best bet at success, getting deeper. I love the travel through nodes, so efficient. Go back here, get Some more flares before I forget. I wonder if you could even afford to keep up with flare radius. What is this system where you can't afford to keep up with any of the upgrades in the game? What's up with that? Like, it's not even close. Like, highly unaffordable. Ah. Try again. Just dying to darkness. Cart gets stuck, or Bob gets out ahead of himself, doesn't attack. I wonder if giving Bob phasing would be good. Would he still attack if he had phasing? I have many Bob things to test out for next league, that's for sure. Malden cavity, 2 spots away for a div, sure. We'll do it.
I can't do this just yet.
Also a node. This one? Nope. This one? Nope. Oh, I have it. The increased effect of consecrated ground. Yeah, I think a true silver flask is something I have to test out. I think I test it out tomorrow. Gosh, you can also run 5 flask mage bloods now. Just quite curious. Definitely opens up some options for utility. Kind of ridiculous. Oh my God, Bob's out of his mind. Alright, so here's a big patch of abyssal depths. I don't think I can realistically get to it. I can start coming this way. Yeah, I guess that's the way. That's the vision. Oh, darkness. So interesting. You can't keep up with cart radius. You can't keep up with flare radius. And you can't even come close to keeping up with darkness res. Any one of them would be like super helpful. Even just the flares. I guess if you horizontal farm for a long time at a certain depth, you would catch back up. So when I get to 1600, if I decide to go left and right, that will be the way, right? Because it won't keep getting worse. That just occurred to me. Makes sense. That was a long road. Oh gosh, another one of these. All things are possible with Bob. I think I can do one more node. Yeah, 1431. Not bad. Yep, blocked. This is a huge abyssal depths. Get down in here, there might be some nice farm down in there, which is cool.
Check in with me. What are we shipping to? Hello, hello, hello.
What did I sell? Oh, wow. That aggressive one sold really fast. I wonder why.
Greetings.
Seems too fast. 25C for Timbos.
I'll let you know. Fair enough.
Essence Worm. Blessing skills are disabled. Socketed gems have no reservation. And then you still get reservation. That's cool. I didn't ever really pay attention to that one. It's an interesting niche that probably nobody uses, but it's interesting. All right, let's see our profit margin from delving here. This is going to include probably some sales, but yeah. That would have been start of the stream 301, 319. We just put in another faceted fossil, and there was a handful of items that are probably like another 10 div. It's pretty weak.
Hey.
That's the thing about Delve. If I'd have dropped one of those maps, it would have been like, okay, good night of farming. Bum, 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 bum,
I can't
bum.
do this just yet.
Quickly, Nico, quickly. They're waiting. We need more of this.
Choose what you wish.
Currency cash is bait. Don't fall for it.
Shifting, morphing, expanding. A reminder of the virtues of an agile mind.
They
Nice.
Good.
Gotta check the Mirage.
You've done. What is your desire?
Shifting, morphing, expanding. A reminder of the
Love how he
virtues
keeps
of
saying
an
that over and
agile
over.
mind.
More.
You've done. Make your wish.
Collecting sulfide is an absurd hoop sometimes. Suppose it's like collecting sulfide is like if you spend, 48 hours in a basement playing video games, you ought to come out and look at the sun. That's what collecting sulfide is.
Ready. Choose what you wish.
Alright, that'll do. Back down we go into the darkness. And we will be accompanied by some new music. Oh, I should have brought flasks to roll. Go up to the encampment and get them. Gotta find some way to make Delve uber profitable because Delve is so much fun. I think Bob got ripped there. Not sure what could have done such a heinous thing. Okay, let's see. Let's get a bunch of alts. And then a handful of Augs. One a null. And let's roll movement flask, 85. Are movement flasks pretty common? I don't even know. I probably don't need this many alts. This is how you profit in Delve. 53 realities, 2 black varas, and 1 Valdo. 44 div in the hour. Oh my god, dude. What are you doing? Are you running just basically white A-bombs? He's boss rushing A-bomb. Come here, Bobby. Get some power, Bob. Oh, I don't have anything on. No wonder Bob died. All my auras were off. Sorry I did that to you, Bobby. Perfect crit with increased effects. There we go. There's a 1.5 div flask. See? I'm going to turn Delve into higher div per hour than that. I'm going to craft while I delve. And that is how I'm going to do it. Since Delve is an AFK mechanic, I can count this. This counts. I just made 1.5 divs on that node. Next. Maybe 5, right? Yep. There we go. Tier 1 armor, increased fact. There's another 40C. Take that, A-bomb. Dude, map mod immunity is so Chad. That's awesome. One C on that node. Move, 13 move. If I roll a perfect 14 move, I will I'll use the precious annulment. Go. Tier 1 curses increase effect 250C. That's a 250C node. Easy money. So actual delve has given me nothing, but these flasks have given me like 3 div already. Tier 1 shock reduction 60C. I wish I could put him in the shop from here. Tier 1 crit, tier 1 increase effect. Oh, 2 div! Okay, I just rolled 5 div and flask, so take that, A-bomb, boss rushing, dextrol, scarab guy.
I can't do this just yet.
Oh, goodness. These are some nice flasks. Go get some more.
Practice makes perfect.
Just SBI elemental 85 and it'll roll real nicely. That'll be an apothecary. The apothecary from Delve. Ow. Boom. Come on, minion node. Redeem. Redeem! Fractured minions are aggressive. Show us the way. We have Grim Armor, Grim Jewelry, Grim Jewelry. Somehow me and Bob are alive in here. Couple of bros. Try not to grab these too quickly so I can see. Alright, so let's raise specters. I think there's times where that can be good, but it needs to be on an ES base. 40C. Let's keep that. Minion damage, mana regen. Socketed minion gems. Big time minion damage with 15 all. I think those are both bad. Don't need these essences. Those were decent. Alright, I need to go back and get some more stuff. More flasks. Actually, we'll just go all the way home and put these up. A tainted or refusing won't remove a link on my sword. Should be able to. Yeah, should be able to. It won't remove a socket, but it should definitely be able to remove a link. It's not. We made them white. I think it should still be able to do it, shouldn't it? Summon the Beastmaster. What say you, Beastmaster? That is such a nice flask. I'm proud of that guy. One div, 2 div on the glove. We'll go, you know what? We'll go 500C. Musical Thief here is using Tainted Orbs of Fusing on a weapon. Is it a weapon? Yeah, on a sword. And is saying it won't break a link. Is it a two-hander and is it already 6 linked? Because I think the game just locks those in. On Dream Feather. I don't know what's going on there, to be honest.
Hopefully there'll be interest.
One-hander, 3 links. Why? I need to separate them. And it's corrupted. Have you tried here? Like 2 sockets. I would think it should remove the link. I'm like really surprised at what you're saying. Wait, are these 85? 85, 85, 85. Okay. 85, 85, 85. We are going to movement speed craft our way into riches here. And this is the vision for Bob. Oh, my Bob gems back. There we go. That looks pretty and clean. I would think it would remove the link as well. Must be bugged. There's all owl. Yeah, Tainted Orb of Fusing. I'm familiar with it. Did you try on the bench? Will it do it on the bench? I don't think it will, actually, since you've got them. You've already got them 3 and white. How much are Tainted Fusings? Can we just spam the crap out of it and see if it's broken?
I can't do this just yet.
Item already has the maximum socket links. Okay. That was on the bench, I'm guessing. Not surprising there. He did spam already. Stumbled on yet another PoE mystery. We can go down, but we have have to go through the pulsating grotto, it's called. I wonder if I can jump that little gap there between that sword and that all. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't think it's close enough, but some of the gaps you can jump. It's kind of weird. The bench works. Yay! Okay, awesome. I'm actually surprised the bench worked, and I'm surprised the fusings don't work. I would have guessed it would have been the opposite. But when I was a new player, I saw tainted currency, and I was like, oh, that's the way you modify sockets on corrupted items. And then it turns out you can just go to the bench and deterministically tell the item what you want, and it automatically substitute vol orb count for you. Huge time and money saver when you realize that exists. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to jump that. Just keep going down, I guess. Oh yeah, I need to farm my flasks here. Don't die, Bob. The cold dot circles are making it hard to farm flasks. 59 evasion and T1 max charges. 40C. I mean, it's kind of weak, but I guess we'll stop there. Cold dot, cold dot, cold dot everywhere. Reverse consecrated ground. Curses, reduced charges, 70C. These are too easy. These last are way too easy. You want to try Onslaught, but you'll miss Fortify? Dude, you can get both. Buy both. Because yes, you will miss Fortify. Fortify, very good. But have no fear. Should just be a couple of div to get both of them. What is this node? Oh yeah, this is the Beyond node. I better pay attention here. I have my Discord closed, but I'll open it up for you, sir. Here. The Beyond node is notoriously rough. Oh, I regret opening Discord. Oh my god. Why is there so much dot everywhere? How is Bob still alive? Oh man, what is this thing that just jumped on me? Oh, it's Katash. Oh my lord, this is so crazy. What is that? You're covered in ash and slowly taking fire damage. Hacks. We did it. Great job, Bobby. Oh no, you're good, man. You're good. I was just kidding. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Just hit this on double corrupt. Oh, you hit all the whites on double corrupt. Oh. Yeah, that's cool. Let me price check for you a double. I think it's what I was running on my guy. Slot on kill. Melee hits fortify. Turn that off. Search. Oh, there's only one and it's 50 div. That's brutal. That's so overpriced. I want to say it was like 30. No, I want to say it was 3 when I bought it and like recommended others to buy it. And it was only 3 div. So that's brutal, man. Bob's just having his way with these guys. That was awesome. Missile depths. I can't remember what this node is combat-wise. Bob died. Okay, let's see what this node's all about. I don't remember at all. Looks like it might just be an easy node. I would be fine with that. It's been pretty nasty in here. I need to start something. There's something going on down here. Shock plus effect. Sweet. What is going on in here, Bobby? Oh, he died. Oh my god. Okay, I'll just let myself die. When there's like really, I think there's only 2 things that kill Bob. The opening of a zone when he's unbuffed and weak, and then because he is defensive stance, if a mob is so dense, if the pack size of a mob is so dense that Bob has been separated from me, he will not attack. He will only try to reconnect with me, which is very sweet of him. But attacking is what would keep him alive. So it gets very awkward very fast. And that's what happened there on that node. Alright, so this is the event here. I just don't even know what this is. I know it got really out of hand. Busy rolling flasks over here for profit. Okay, we need to pay attention now. It's getting really dense. Okay, I think I did the node. Yep. What a strange node. At 1444 depth, and we're still getting Smuggler's Cache instead of Molten Cavity. One of my hopes was that at 1600 we just wouldn't see those anymore. We would only get like the actual singular fossil nodes. But having never been down here, I don't know that that is true. This flask is cursed. Creates a voodoo doll. That's a rare modifier? What? We're going this way because there's a depths and a molten area here. These are both very good. Creates a voodoo doll. I love this node. Usually doesn't have cold dot hacks. Wow, flask is like really flexing on me. Sweet, we can go straight down. Nice to see. Bob's damage is so crazy. That was crazy.
I can't do this just yet.
All right. John, have a good night, dude. It must be hella late where you are. Maybe it's the morning. Thanks for hanging out, dude. We'll catch you later. Shit. Oh, my God. Is it darkness over here? God, it is. It's so bright. Music Thief, I would probably put a trade alert on that search. Surely there's going to be another one. Because people are double corrupting for other mods, not those two. And so when they get those two, they're just throwing it up. Whatever, I missed, and they toss it up. Turns out those are the mods that you want. Divines. Wow. Way too high. No. 39. Okay. Tier 5 duration. No. Need to learn the live search tool. I can give you a quick like show and tell. It's pretty simple. So, you know, get the search that you want up, like this one here. This one here, by the way, is 50 div. Wouldn't necessarily recommend buying that, but you could, and then you would have both. The percentages don't matter. You're gonna hit those mods anyway. But yeah, when your search is up, you can save it in your trade extension, or you can just like bookmark it, and then you hit activate live search. As soon as one pops up, if your browser audio is on, you'll get a ding, and there'll be a little red mark up here in the like tab, and it'll show you the new item that's just become available. And that's all there is to it, man. It's pretty simple. Flasks, they're selling. This is how we make Delve profitable. Another one of these. What?
I can't do this just yet.
Get him, Bobby. Make him pay. They've been bad. Bad monsters. Darkness almost got me. Crystal Spire! It exists! Yay. Money. Crystal Spire, Crystal Spire. Money, money, money. Roll this cursed flask here. It will not roll a tier 1 mod to save its life. Oh, there's perfect move speed though. Tier 2 duration worth? Nope. Ah. Tier 1 stud avoidance. Tier 1 max charges. Pretty crappy, I think. Just like, who cares? Here I come, Crystal Spires. You You can't stop me. Coming for your fossils. And your mama's fossils. I will not let this flask beat me. Oh my god, darkness, for some reason. Are we good? I think we're good. Drop a flare. This is a wild one. That is so fast, Bobby. Get me another. Why do I do it? Nope. Another one. 4 of them. Dude. Back to the flask of doom. $18 revs with increased effect. 30. Take it. I'll take it. Oh, perfect tier 1 armor. Ooh, reduced charges for use. I guess it's worth. Tier 1 duration, 19 all res, sure. Oh my god, there's 2 more! This is the craziest little pocket of delve I've ever seen. 5 hollow fossils in like 8 nodes. Surely that's like a record or something. I mean, that's absurd. Good job, Bob. You did great in there. Can't get that other one. I don't know if soul fight. Get the one I can get.
Do this just yet.
So delicious. So redemptive of that bad streak earlier. Jeezums.
You've had a sail exile.
All right, that one's 28.
Hopefully there'll be interest.
We're putting them up at fly off the shelf prices. 70. 38. Ah, that's so sad. Probably shouldn't even put that up. 38. Charge recovery? No. Almost full vision on that flask. That could be all right. Yeah.
At that price.
What other flasks do I have? Ooh, could roll crit flasks. Yes. Crit is a big deal, they say. So let us bring them crit. And crit they shall have. What time is it? Oh, it's midnight. No. I need to go get that last hollow fossil node if it's the last thing I do. And figure out how deep I got.
Ready. Make your wish.
More exile.
Does Quant apply to Sulfite node? .7 on 100 Quant. I don't think it does. Or it does, like, very negligible. Run this one next.
Quickly, Nico, quickly. They're waiting.
3.7. Okay, yeah. Confirmed. Quant not apply.
Quickly, Nico, quickly. They're waiting.
Ready. What is your desire?
Classic Pokemon music. Must be like reflect damage or something on that one. At least I got 2 off. Nice to be level 100. Bob die? Bob died. Yeah, I guess Bob would have gotten reflected, not me. You can roll 100% minion reflect resilience on rings. Or you could roll it on 1 and run a Calandris. I just don't, because it's a pretty hard roll. It's like a hunter mod. You would need to mirror it to make it 100.
Choose what you wish.
Golden Jewel Cache? Is that good? I don't know. Yeah, you need to reflect it and hit.
We've made a trade.
Okay, let's go get our last hollow fossil, baby. Here it is. Is that another one? Oh my god, that's another one. This just goes so crazy. This is like Christmas. Oh my gosh. Don't darkness farm. Don't do it. I can't stop myself. Have to do it. Terrible.
Just yet.
And almost died. 49 life. Something about those walls. You just gotta blow them up and get in there for some reason. Minion node. Potential more divs. Two Grim Armors. That's what we like to see. Hmm. Hmm. 30. Yeah. Tradition and evasion. That's pretty good. Minion's Leech. Probably bad. Socketed Aura on an ES Evasion base. Could be good. Max Spectres on Evasion. Ursaris on ES. Let me check this. 50. Okay. This one. I don't think so. That's fake. Let me see here. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Bruh. She really didn't want to do that. Yeah, okay, bad. This thing might be bad too. I've never checked these. Yeah. You just want aggressive, I think. Alright, so then we have Minion Gems, Evasion ES base. And that is looking surprisingly not that great. Aura's gonna be bad. It's a bad roll. Okay. And then we'll look at your Iron Ring. Remember Amulet. Whiff Node. That was big Whiff Node. That's okay. We have one more Crystal Spire coming. Who cares? That was beautiful. That was just beautiful. Next up is Crystal King. What a section of delve. Unreal. 7 hollow fossils. A Necro node and a Crystal King. Probably within like 12 nodes of each other. Let's go Crystal King. 1463. This will be a new build test. Depending on his mods, it could be really hard. Mod check. Oh my god, he has really nasty mods. Triple gain is extra. Onslaught. Endurance charges. We'll see how this goes. That wonder if he's gaining his extra counts on these things. Doesn't look like it. I'm not gonna dodge anything. Just see how it goes. YOLO. Would normally dodge this. I blocked it. Block is OP. That's all that's going on here. Block is super OP. Tier 1 duration, tier 2. Still not worth. I got my flare right here. I'm standing on it. Oh, I'm out of flares. Oh, shoot. I'm going to die. Dang it, dude. No flares is just slaughtering me tonight. Oh, sorry, Bob. I failed you. I had one job. Bring some flares down, man. I am not sure why I'm not in darkness yet. Yo, what's up, Rumik? Oh, I don't know why my command's not working. I'll get you the guide here in just a second, man. Actually, I can pause this, right? Yeah, here. Where are you? Go through. Nope. Everything sucks. Doop. Doop. Here comes Rumik. Hopefully that worked. Beak. Yep, that worked. That is so I didn't league start this build. I don't have a progression guide for you. That's just like where I'm currently at, current POB-ish, and linked there is a 20-minute video that kind of explains the build in its entirety. Which you should look at if you're wanting to run the Bob build. I almost got it with no phase there. That would have been like pretty sexy. So Bob officially crushes Crystal King at this difficulty. 1463 dab. Gone. Look at the flask flying off the shelf here. We got the amulet and a ring. No helm. It's alright. It's always okay. It's always fine. Okay, now we can go deeper down through here, so that'll be good. I need to go get some flares though. Actually, I need to go to bed. 12:15. Oh my god. Cooked. Gotta have a good brain for work tomorrow. Brain important. Protect the asset.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
Let me total up here what we brought home. This was 80. This thing says 200. I'll go 100.
At that price.
An unID'd Owl's Uprising is 20. Sure. This thing is... What? Wait. Oh, it's because I rolled perfect. Whoa! Why? Why is Potembo's Mountain 9 div? What do people do with this ring? And does it matter that mine is perfect? It shouldn't. Yo, Palebird, thanks for hanging out, man. Thank you for the thank you. I'll go 50C here. Dude, if this Potembo's Mountain is really worth that much, I am confused. This item can be combined with a meadow and valley ring at the vendor. It's just something super niche, huh? It's just straight up 9 div. It just is. Wow. Well, that was a heck of a drop then compared to what I was thinking was going on there. 319 div up to 332, probably with one additional hollow fossil, 333, and then 342. So in approximately 2 hours of delve, I went from 301 to 342, plus quite a few other items up for sale that will sell. There's just people that, you know, will pick it up one-off. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty nice return in my opinion. I like it. All right, everyone, gotta head to bed. If you're not in the Discord and you're watching the stream, come join the Discord. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful evening. With a little luck, I'll be able to stream tomorrow night, maybe the next night, and get to 1600 delve. Woohoo! Woo, big yawn. All right, night everyone. Thanks for watching. See ya.